मैं जब गुज़रा हूँ तो मुझे जो है ना
A bedroom window was open.
मेरी बाई
I
चांस
looked inside
दोनों नंगे
and
पड़े
saw a boy lying on the floor.
और लड़का
The teacher was on top of him, both of them naked.
ऊपर वो चढ़ा हुआ था जनाब मौलवी साहब
I've seen this sort of thing many times.
अक्सर ऐसा
In Pakistan, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, over 2.5 million children attend Islamic religion schools, madrasas. Many children wants to learn or memorize the Quran, but there is something happening behind the doors and everyone is turning blind eye again. Countless children are being sent into these religion schools where your teachers are the people who are studying Islam, who learned Islam and they want to pass it to you. Those very teachers are raping those very kids whom they supposed to teach Islam. Holy man of Islam simply raping their own student boys. Think about it. They are hiding behind these evil beards and religion's robes, forcing themselves into boys. This is not a smear at all. This is testimony after testimony of the boys being raped, beaten, and silenced in the name of religion. And name of that religion is Islam. So in the name of Islam, kids are telling us they are being raped and they've been beaten.
I'm 14 years old. I wanted to become a religious scholar. I wanted to be a reciter of the Quran, to travel the world and have people come and listen to me recite the Quran. But I'm not as passionate about it as I used to be.
Wahid was raped by the headmaster of his Quranic school. When he had the courage to report his attacker to the teachers, Wahid was punished. His phone was confiscated and he was forbidden to leave the madrasa. He managed to escape a few weeks later, taking advantage of a moment of inattention.
It was the middle of the day. The headmaster came to the madrasa. He said he wanted to take me to clean his house. I was studying. I got on behind him on his motorbike and we went to his house. There, he told me to go into a room and start cleaning. A few minutes later, he came in and locked the door. He grabbed me and threw me on the bed. He started assaulting me, then pulled down his trousers and forcibly removed mine. I started to scream, but he put his hand over my mouth. And he did horrible things to me. I couldn't stop crying. He wouldn't let me go. Then he threatened me, if you tell anyone, your teacher or your family, I'll kill you.
A teacher, a religion's teacher, who prays, who reads the Quran, and his job is to teach you to read the Quran, his job is to teach you to pray, is simply raping you. Raping this kid who is boy, just a child. A man is raping a boy in a school where everyone is there to learn Islam, where everyone is there to learn the Quran.
This man, aged 27, has studied in various Quranic schools before becoming a teacher. He describes a system which isolates, exploits, and exposes children to constant danger.
I was 12. I was the one who wanted to go to the madrasa. I wanted to do hafez, memorizing the Quran. My family didn't force me. We were so scared of the teachers that all they had to do was stare at us once to make us want to sink into the ground. We were often beaten up. If they called our name, we had to run straight away. If we were sitting down, we had to get up straight away. If they gave us an order, we had to obey without delay. It was as if they were the masters and we were their slaves. After a few months, I started seeing things I didn't understand. I didn't even know that such things could happen or be done. One night, it was about midnight, I was going down the corridor to go to the toilet. A bedroom window was open and I looked in. I saw a boy lying on the floor. The teacher was on top of him and they were both naked. I said nothing to anyone. I went back to my room without making a sound. I've seen this a lot. The same teachers with different boys. Once my teacher called me into his room and ordered me to massage his feet. I started to do it. He told me to massage higher and higher, so I went up his legs massaging him. Then he told me to hold his penis. I said no. He told me he was going to expel me. I'd worked really hard and I was afraid of having to repeat the year again, so I said okay. And he held out his penis to me.
A religions teacher whom responsible to teach the kids to memorize the Quran is asking that kid to touch his private part. Welcome to the world of Islam. See how sad it is? A boy sees his religions teacher, the one who teaches them memorize the Quran, the one who teaches them how to pray. He is seeing his teacher is naked on the top of a child. He sees his teacher is raping a boy, raping a kid. And, well,
After seeing these things several times, I started committing the same sexual acts. There was always a pupil with me whom I exploited whenever I wanted. I was his elder. He was a junior. I was the class supervisor, so I threatened to go and tell the teachers that he wasn't learning his lessons if he didn't do as he was told. The first time I abused him was on the mat where we slept. I continued to do these things after I finished my studies at the madrasa when I lived with my parents for a year. This happened when I was playing with boys. I would force them to lie down and abuse them. I did that with 15 to 20 boys. I had no idea it was rape or abuse because I'd seen it so many times. It seemed normal to me. I just copied everything I saw. No one ever stopped us. There was never a complaint to the police. Nobody said anything. I said to myself, this happens in madrasas. It's nothing new. It's not bad. Nothing will happen to me.
Well, he does exactly the same thing. He thinks this is normal. This is how the life is. You represent who you worship to. Okay? Everyone is doing the same thing in a school where people are supposed to memorize the Quran. And those kids who are part of that school thinks, oh yeah, this is normal. Let me do exactly the same thing.
Muhammad Salim's son died on 21st of June 2023. Samar was 8 years old. He was thrown off the roof of his madrasa after being raped.
This is my son, Samar Salim. When I saw him in hospital, blood was pouring from his mouth and ears. He was in no condition to speak or open his eyes. I can't bear to look at this photo. All I can think about is killing that cleric or killing myself. The investigator asked me for money. He said, your case will be handled. There will be no problem. Just give me 300,000 rupees. I don't even have 10 rupees. The culprit's relatives in the village threatened to kill me on the way to court and make it look like an accident if I kept fighting.
Religions teacher did not only rape a kid, but that kid is dead now. So very people who spend time in prayer, in fasting, and not only that, but teaching the next generation Islam are raping a boy whom's supposed to learn the things about Islam. Not only just a rape, but in this occasion, they even caused 8 years old child, 8 years old boy to be dead. Think about that. There are over 35,000 madrasas in Pakistan. Half of them are unregistered. Many are totally unregulated. Victims are silenced. And these religious teachers are being protected. These are not self-isolated issues. There is a pattern, there is a cycle. Protected by silence and reinforced by religion's law, reinforced by Islam. Think about it.
Madrasas, as we know, we know are what we call in Urdu a gar, means a real powerful hold and where abuse is happening all the time. We know that. Numbers is what we monitor newspapers up to 80 to 85 daily. These cases will not include a number of other sexual abuse cases that can be reported, like oral, like touching, kissing, because these could never be proved. So the fact remains is that you will have many more cases.
80 to 85 kids a day are simply being abused, very people whom supposed to teach them to memorize the Quran. If you haven't put it together. Quran is dangerous book. This is what Quran is doing to those who recite it, who memorize it, making them to go and rape those kids. The Islamic clergy is silent, mosques are silent, political leaders are silent, and this is what Sharia looks like. This is life under Islam. Everyone is silent and no one stands for the victim. Welcome to the world of Islam. Fruit of teachings of Muhammad is causing suffering to kids in the hands of their Quranic teachers.
Children, these are your private parts. No one has the right to touch them. If this happens, will you talk about it?
Think about it. Islamic Republic of Pakistan, where kids are being taught, this is your private part. Let no one touch it. In an Islamic country, everyone else around you is Muslim. So don't let other Muslims who memorize the Quran, who are doing their prayers, who are digging into the Quran and studying it more and more, don't let them to touch your private parts. Where is the Mufti? Where is the Imams? Where is the outcry from Islamic Dawah gangs or from Muslim countries? Everyone is just silent. Yeah, it's new norm. New norm. Actually, it's not a new norm. It is just Islam in practice in Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Not a Pakistan, but Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Jesus Christ never touched a child improperly. He welcomed them, he protected them, he elevated them. Let the children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as those. To the kids who grown up, as well as to the kids who are still kids in these madrasas. So, to the victims. Jesus sees you. I know Allah doesn't care about you. I know Allah put you in that place so that people who are following Allah, who are worshipping Allah, to rape you. But Jesus Christ sees you. He weeps with you. He bore your pain on that cross. And to the abusers, to these religious teachers who memorize the Quran and who is teaching the Quran, there is a justice. There is a justice. Christianity doesn't cover up the sin with violence. It exposes it, condemns it, then offer mercy through blood of Lord Jesus Christ. And to the world, who knows what's happening in these madrasas and turning blind eye, or who just made beware of it. Share this. Share this with your MPs. In Britain, we've got MPs who are standing up for Pakistan, who love Pakistan more than they love UK. Ask them to stand up for the rights of those kids. Ask them to put pressure and stop this. Stop this Islam. Islam is very, very dangerous. Just hear the testimony of those boys. Boys are not safe in the hands of people who memorize the Quran. Boys are not safe in Islam. And to the authorities, prosecute this. Dear victims, continue to speak out. This is all Islam. This is all Islam. But I stand with you.